Alright, very good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Before I talk about anything else, I was mesmerized by Anas, if I've got your name right. I don't think pronouncing your name is that important right now. Then the reality of the fact that what you just did here on the stage is hats off to you, and I think a huge round of applause for the child who absolutely blown the mind away of me and the other people sitting with me. I would also like to congratulate the parents. I often say in all my addresses in the institution where I belong to, I'll be coming back to that. One should always be thankful to their parents. I could see the mother of the child. The child said, my father is a driver, my mother is a teacher. I know what we saw was the child, and it amazed all of us with the talent he has. But if you ask me, it would never have been possible without the support of the parents. A huge round of applause to the mother, to the father, who must have had hard yards and ensured that the child followed his dream, and here he is today. I've been felicitated with the award today. I think more than that award, I am thankful to Mr. Author Shri for not just having me here, but doing what he's doing. This child is one such example. He's on a mission, yes, to create a lot of speakers. What I liked when he was speaking was, he said, I want a parent to say that I don't want my child to become a doctor or an engineer, but a public speaker. That is his vision and vision, and hats off to you for doing something which was never heard of, for doing something which no one ever dared to do. And here you are doing it amazingly well. Hats off to you, and a huge applause for what he's been doing. And I'm sure there's a long way to go. I'm sure you all must be wondering, who am I? So let me take a quick 30 seconds to introduce you all to who I am actually. We run a group of education institution in Delhi NCR. The name of the education institute is I.T.S. the Education Group. We started our journey in 1995 with 60 students. We are 10,000 plus students now. I am one of the 2,000 plus family members who work for I.T.S, wherein we call everyone working for I.T.S as a parivar, as a family member. I am one of those 2,000 people. I am Arpit Chadha, Vice Chairman, I.T.S the Education Group. I feel pride in representing my education institute, I.T.S the Education Group, here today in front of you. When I was invited, I asked Mr. Shri, what should I be speaking? So he said, you can talk about your group. I know it might not make for an interesting listening, but nevertheless, I'll take 2-3 minutes of talking about the group, and then I'll come back to a few of the nice stories, messages which might attract you. So, we started 26 years ago, I said that. When I started speaking right now, I had the applause for the parents first. Where did it come from? That comes from me, myself, with it. So I was lucky enough to have all this on my platter. I started working myself 10 to 12 years ago. But my father and grandfather had laid the foundation for me. Something very important for the next generation to realize what their parents do for them. And that is what I did. My father had a mission then, 26 years ago. Padai and Dawai is a must for everyone in this country. Education and medical care. That is where I.T.S started its journey from. I always say you should have the courage, you should dream big, and you should initiate whatever you want to do in life. At that time, opening education institution, when we were quite well settled in a business of timber, was a brave step which my father took. We had a uniform in our education institutions then, and trust me when I say that, it was a big question mark, it was a big gamble, and everyone was looking at us and saying, "If college mein uniform rakh rahe hain, kaise college run karega?" I proudly share, there is hardly any institute in India now which does not have a uniform. The purpose of having a uniform then was to ensure everyone is equal. You know, if there's not a uniform, I wear something and you wear something else. There are different brands in place. So to ensure there's similarity, we had a uniform then. And I'm happy that everything went well, and here we are today. Author Shri talked about Dr. Sunil Pandey being present here. I always said where we've reached from 60 to 10,000 students is because of people like him. We've been blessed at I.T.S to have fabulous team of teachers. I believe backbone of any education institution is a teacher. And I'm very happy and very proud that we've got the best at our I.T.S education group. I'm happy to share Dr. Pandey recently visited Dubai for a World 200 CIO Summit. It's a huge achievement. I don't know how many of you would recognize related to. He's got patents on his name. Something an academician would know what it means to have a patent on your own name. It was not far-fetched. I personally knew that what he was doing, he was not far away from being awarded with the best in the world. And that is what he recently got in Dubai. Congratulations and hats off to you what you've been doing. Talking about alumni, I personally feel alumni is something which reflects what our education institute is all about. I recently visited a personal experience I'll share with you. I recently visited Flipkart Wholesale. We all are aware about what Flipkart is. Lot of us do online shopping and everything. So Flipkart has a wholesale shop in a particular city called Meerut. So I personally visited there for some work. I was so happy to meet a person when I entered to greet me. He was an alumni of I.T.S. Few days went by, I again had to visit. I visited. The person I met previous time told me, "Sir, there's another alumni of I.T.S who would like to meet you today." I told him that you would be coming. That alumni is heading entire North India of Flipkart today. He's one of our alumni. You know, such things make you feel proud. Talking about alumni, we've always believed at I.T.S that only education is not the end of the day. We believe in creating all-rounders. We've got our alumni working in Army. We've got our alumni working in Navy. We've created entrepreneurs working all around the world. We've got students who've been PhD scholar from Leeds, UK. So we've got a base of around 20,000 plus alumni students who passed out from I.T.S and doing pretty well for themselves. This is what makes you feel proud. Technology is something really important, I feel. We all went through the lockdown and everything, and if not for the technology, everyone would have been laid back. I'm happy to share we were amongst the first in the country to get the online classes going in 24 hours. Something which keeps us going, something which helped us to get in touch with the top of the top speakers and get our students the exposure which a student really needs. And that is how we even connected with Author Sherry, and he was kind enough to be one of the speakers for our students. We always believe there's a lot of learning going on, and until and unless you call people from around the world, the learning would not be that much possible. Global exposure is something we focus upon. Corporate social responsibility, something really which we work upon by our heart and soul. It is something which is not to be said, but let me share with you. We have our dental vans. We go to rural areas 4 days a week. We treat patients free of cost. We have a school called Chadha Public School, wherein around 500 girls are given free education. There are a lot of initiatives which we do as an education institution, and I don't like speaking about them because I personally believe, and that is what I've been inculcated with, that you should give back to the society. I always say we all are blessed people. What you and me have today in our life, not many people have. I was checking the population of the India, it has reached almost 140 CR. So in that 140 CR population, to be amongst those lucky few is a blessing you should always be thankful for. For the students' overall growth, I said about the speakers, we have celebrities coming in, we have singers coming in, we have Bollywood actors coming in. To name a few, we've had Basha perform for us, we've had Mika Singh perform at I.T.S, we've had late Irfan Khan, we've had Nawazuddin Siddiqui, Ayushman Khurrana. Why I'm naming these people is, these are not that, like the young child said, not the heroes or something, but they have achieved something in their life. There's always a learning ahead. To my young friend out there, you were quite right that the heroes are not the people who you see on the screen and everything. But you can still take a lot away from them. They have a humble beginning like you have. And I'm sure a few years down the lane, I might be quoting you in some of my addresses that I happened to meet a student at Author Sherry's show. You know, so there's a learning, and my lesson to you, young friend, would be that you should learn from everyone. You know, And let's not just judge people by money or anything else. It is the success. I always talk to the students in my college and I tell them there's a learning going on everywhere. Even a person who comes to give you water or a green tea, there's something learning there also. People have hard lives. There's a lot of hard miles which goes through an individual, a parent. So let us all respect everyone, irrespective of him being successful or not, him being a celebrity or not, him being a famous person or not. I said I'll be talking about the institution and then come back to some of the nice messages I received on WhatsApp. I've got a habit of just noting that down and using in my addresses whenever I get an opportunity. There is too much efforts which goes down in pulling someone else. Without knowing, others' failure would not make you successful. Always remember in your life, what other achieves or does not achieve will not change your destiny. For example, everyone is crazy about cricket in India. If Virat Kohli gets 15 CR for playing 2 months in IPL, will not change your or my destiny. Let him do what he's doing. Let us not be bothered. Let us not be jealous about anyone else's success. I've seen a lot of people trying to pull other person down. I always have a quote for that. There is enough space for each one of you to be yourself and be successful. Do not worry about the other's success. Focus on your goals, follow your dreams, and I'm sure success will be all yours. A very nice story before I end my small address to you all. An era is going to end. A generation is going to leave this world in the coming 10-15 years. This generation, people are totally different. Those who sleep early at night, those who wake up early in the morning, those who go out for a walk in the morning, those who water courtyard and plants, those who pluck flowers for worship of God, those who worship, those who go to temple every day, those who talk to those who meet on the way, those who ask about their happiness and sorrow, those who go with both hands folded, those who don't take food without worship. Fascinating on old phones, maintaining phone number diaries, talking with wrong number, reading newspaper twice to thrice a day, those who always remember Ekadashi, those who remember Amavasya and Purnamasi, those who have great faith in God, those who fear society, those with old slippers, vest and glasses, those who make pickle papad in summer, those who use homemade masala and always look for local tomatoes and that also in minimum quantities. Do you know that all these people are slowly leaving us? Do you know anyone like this in your house? If yes, take great care of them. Otherwise, an important lesson will go with them. That is a satisfactory life, a simple life, a life that inspires, a life without adulteration and texture, a life that walks on the path of religion and a spiritual life that takes care of everyone. Give respect and affection, time and love to those who are elders in your family. And if possible, try to follow on their footsteps. Because this is a generation, most important, who knew the art of being happy. Something very important. We've seen what lockdown has done. The host for the day for MS Talk said, we all had lost someone near or dear. It makes you more aware of the fact you should know what your dreams are, yes. You should follow your dreams, yes. But there needs to be a full stop. Start living your life as well. You never know when it ends. It's not a negative thing, but all I'm trying to say is make the most of what beautiful life you have. Life is never easy. You make it easy. $1 million question is how? By having some patience, by tolerating, bardasht karke. And most important, by ignoring lot of things, nazar andaz karke. So, be humble, respect your parents, respect God, be thankful for what you have. Before I end, just a small message. All of us have this tendency in life to complain about a lot of things. I will not be taking much of your time. I have a story for that also, but I will cut it short. So we always complain that we have to pay taxes. Look at the positive and negatives. You are employed, you are earning, that is why you have to pay taxes. You are eating medicine, it is bad, but your body gets well. So look at the positive in every negative. A small child was talking to a mother saying, I've got a lot of homework today. The mother said, you are blessed that you have an opportunity to study in a school. Not many people have that. So all I'm trying to say is always have a positive attitude in your life. Look at the better part of life today and make it a great day. Spending today, complaining about yesterday won't make your tomorrow any better. Life is too short to have egos. Be happy. Enjoy this beautiful gift of life which God has given us. Thank your parents. Thank God. And stay blessed. Thank you everyone for your valuable and patient listening. Thank you Author Shri for the fabulous work you are doing and creating endless speakers, giving them a platform which not many people even dare to think, and you're doing it as a reality here. My best wishes to you and MS Talks. My best wishes to everyone. Thank you. God bless you.